Hello again, this is PC Delta Link, back with more of our Enigmatica 2 Let's Play Normal Mode, and this is episode 86. Alright, we're going to keep going on Embers today. We have a lot we're going to try to get done, but real quick I want to show you guys just all this ore and diamonds and stuff. This is all that I've gotten just from mining out those rooms downstairs for embers. That's all the ore I've found in the walls. And of course, fortune enchantment on my pickaxes and whatnot, but yeah, so small change I did in here, I went ahead and added some clear glass so that you can actually see when the blades are turning on these things. They actually aren't right now, so let me just toss a little bit of coal over here so you can... So now you can see the blades turning on there. And just as a way for me to see that at a glance, we're going to take some of these ember shards with us today. Just a few of them. And get away from the noisy blocks. So alright, we have a few blocks we're going to cover today. You can see I redid kind of our ember room here. And this is the setup we're going to be making on this side of the room together. So we kind of got the same thing with our pressure refinery, our block of copper, all that stuff. So let me get going on that. We got the lava I forgot about, but not a big deal. That doesn't take long to add in. And we have our third room for our next thing we're going to be doing in Embers dug out and ready to go. So that's going to be our next goal today. Oh, this is good. I can just stand here and do this. There we go. 2, 1, and 0. Okay. So yeah, like I said, a couple new things we're going to get today. Let me drop these shards in here. We're going to need these later. So the first thing we're going to need, where's my ancient codex? Here it is we're going to get a way to hold water for these pressure refineries. And yes, we could just supply them with the sink, but it's more fun to do something more complex. So we're going to go through our pipes here. And this is the reservoir that we're going to cover next. It's a large tank, and it stores 40 buckets worth of fluid by default. But its fluid capacity can be expanded by putting Caminite rings on top of the reservoir base. Oh, Caminite valves. Didn't know about those. Let me take a look at that real quick. Caminite ring. Oh! Well, we need to make one of these instead. Okay, yeah, we'll make this a little bit fancier. Okay, so first things first, let me show you the reservoir recipe. So this isn't too bad. It's our Caminite brick stairs, which of course is from Caminite brick, all that stuff. One of those fluid tanks we've made before. With 2 iron, and that gets you a reservoir. This is another multi-block structure, so you'll be building a few of these probably. This is our Caminite ring. It's 3 Caminite brick wall and 2 Caminite brick. The brick wall is simply 6 Caminite bricks gets you 6 brick wall. So pretty easy. So let me go ahead and grab the Caminite ring here. And then I didn't know about that Caminite valve. I do like that a lot better. So I am going to try to make that. So it looks like we need 6 brick wall and these machine accessors here. These are basically the same thing as a machine core as far as I can tell. Or mechanical core. So it's really nothing that fancy. I need 2 of these. That's fine. I believe I got some brick right here. I do. I only need 1 of these things. Okay. There we go. Caminite valve. So let me get the reservoir out. So yeah, like I said, it's a multi-block structure. We're going to put it right here in the corner. And place it. And see, it's a 3x3 structure. And then how this works is that each Caminite ring is simply another layer of the block. There is an invisible block in the middle here that it's not physical. You can walk through this. But this allows you to place the next set, see, without having any issues. So that let us place the next one. So you can right-click onto that invisible block. We're going to switch the order on these, but I just wanted to show you guys that. Let's do that and that. And another Camonite ring here. Yeah, I had no clue those valves were a thing. I didn't have that on the other tank, but that's going to be nice for this one. I wonder if you can pipe into that, too. Did it say you could? Let me check. Yeah, fluid input and output. So yeah, we can use this for input, too. Well, this makes things simpler, because I had the, like, mechanical core here. I have a sink kind of hidden back there, which, yeah, you can sort of see it through the fire and the flames and all that stuff. Speaking of which, I don't know if I have another sink right... No, I need to craft one. Okay, that's fine. We'll get that real quick, and that won't take but a moment. There we go. So, alright, since we can bury a sink back here behind the wall to get into this thing, that's what we're going to do. And I need my other pickaxe real quick here. Teleport those back upstairs. Okay, I really just need a fluid extractor and a lever, and I've got this. So let me grab our levers. Got some fluid extractors right here. Okay, now the cool thing, too, is you can actually see the, or you should be able to see the water. Hang on now. No? That's really weird, because it said I could input through there. Yeah, the extractor has water, but it's not inputting it into the block. Okay, we might have to do this at least for underneath, we might have to do this the old-fashioned way. That's fine, not a big deal. Yeah, I don't mind. Alright, just need another mechanical core, which that won't take but a jiffy to make. Here it is. Okay. So right then, we'll just do it this way. Toss me the sink. And the fluid extractor. Well, that's really weird. Let me try one last thing, because I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't have any fluid pipes with me, really? There they are. It's like, I know I got a ton of fluid pipes. Where are they? Okay, now there's water. Maybe I had to actually have a fluid pipe and not just a fluid extract valve. So it probably would have worked the other way if I'd had an extra pipe segment, but not a big deal. But you can see the water filling this up. And we can add another ring on top of this. Well, once I dig myself out of there, we can. And yeah, each ring will add 40 buckets worth of water to the reservoir. And then you can access it just like... Oh, I know, what did I do wrong there? That's strange. I thought it said I could use it for output. Oh, crap. Whoops. That does destroy the water in there when you do that. Where's my Tinker's lens? I've got it with me. Let me see if it gives me any info on this. Items fluid. It says it can interact with fluids. So why can I not attach a valve to it. That's really strange. What about normal pipe? I can't even attach normal pipe to it. What the frig? Okay, fine. We'll do it the other way. The way we had it on the other side, since clearly this is not cooperating today. I'll have to play with that later on and figure that out. Okay, so we are just going to take our little fluid pipe. And the reason we're running it so... Oh, now you connect to that. The reason we're running it so high up to the ceiling, like we did over there, is so I can like walk around back here without having to trip over the pipe. That's all. It's just for convenience. Oh, looks like I need to go up one more. Okay, and then this can connect to the back of this. There we go. And last but not least, we need our chest. With an item pipes. I don't have an item extractor. I'll get that in just a moment. There we go, item extractor. Okay, and lever, and boom. Okay. So now we're just going to grab some of our ember shards here. And let's drop half a stack in there for now. Okay, this is rapidly building up ember, of course. So this works out quite nicely. Alright, now the other thing is, our next room, I've built up... Oh, we got slimes over here. Apparently, slimes spawn in certain chunks, and apparently I was, air quotes, lucky enough to have slimes spawn in this area. Oh, I got level 11 for Astral Sorcery. So, that's kind of good, kind of bad. It's kind of nice to have a source of slime balls, but it's just kind of annoying when they spawn in the room here. Also, while I'm thinking about it, I had said last episode I'd talked about mechanical energy being used to power the ember bores and the mechanical pump that we didn't have. And I couldn't figure out why we didn't have access to mechanical energy. I figured that out now. It's not in this tree, it's in the next one. Well, it's not showing here, but basically it's from a separate mod. And the tutorial video I was watching for this mod, Embers Rekindled, did not specify that that was from a separate mod that was compatible with this. It's from the mod Mystical Mechanics, I believe is the name of it. So that's why we don't have access to the gears, the gearboxes, all that stuff. So that's really unfortunate and kind of annoying. The video uploader did not make it clear that was from a different mod. But yeah, I did manage to figure that out. So alright, here's our next room. This was the room that was really crappy and covered with a lot of stuff. And so this is where our first processing room is going to be for now. So we moved our copper cell over here. It's got a little bit of ember in it. And we've got our ember emitters over here. Now this one I believe is already linked with this, so I'm going to give it a try. If it's not, I think I linked it, but I don't really remember entirely. Yes, I did. So okay. Now, while these can pass through walls, I'm going to turn that off real quick. While these can pass through walls, they can lose power the further they have to travel. So the walls themselves don't interfere, but the traveling distance does. So this is what's going to bring up our next item we're going to get here, and this is Ember Relays. This is 3 copper ingots and an iron plate. You get 4 of them. And these are basically like little halfway points, or just little transitional spots for the ember to stop off at on its way to its target, if you will. So we're going to take, probably one of these is going to be sufficient. And we're just going to do this. We're going to bind it to that, and then bind the receptor to the relay. And now it should go to the relay, and then to the cell. Okay. Or not. This thing does not cooperate sometimes, I swear. I don't know. Because I was just randomly clicking stuff and then it happened to work then. Okay. But point being, it works. So, yeah, creates like a little halfway point to keep the embers from losing as much energy. So I'm going to attempt to bind the other one. Okay. There we go. So now both are shooting their ember over here to the copper cell. Beautiful. Exactly what I was trying to get to do. I love how the energy works in this mod, how it flows. Little magical fireballs. Sorry, this brings us to our next thing, which we are going to get the next ore that this, well, it's an alloy, really, that this mod brings. So we need what's called the melter. So this block uses ember to melt down ores into liquid form. So let me, is it this one? Yeah, here we go. So this is just 4 Camonite brick, a Camonite plate, copper, 2 iron, and a furnace. And that gets you a melter. We need 2 of them, that's why I already got one over there. And we're also going to need this. This is the stamper. This is 6 Camonite brick, and copper ingot, and a block of iron. We'll get into this shortly. We're also going to need the stamp base, which is 2 iron, 2 brick, and a bucket. Well, 2 Camonite brick, I should specify that. So for now, I'm going to leave the stamp base and the stamper over here because I don't need those quite yet. I'm also going to go ahead and drop the other stack of ember shards in here. How's this doing? Oh, very good. So we have our first melter right here. We have our receptor on this. So we're just going to fill this up and charge it. And so this one is going to melt down copper. So we need a small chest. Go ahead and get some copper ingots as well. Do I have any chests in here? Yeah, I do. I have a couple of these. And I kind of need some of the rest of this. Let me leave this. Leave that, leave that. Yeah, I'm kind of running out of inventory space, as usual. Alright, so we need some copper ingots piped into the top of this thing. So let's get a chest, item extractor, and some item pipe. Okay, there we go. And let's get our Camonite lever. And let's just go ahead and drop in our stack of copper. So now you see it is rapidly melting the copper. Oh, you can actually see the ingots in there. Whoa, the lag right there. I have no idea what that was from. So you can actually see the molten copper in there, sort of kind of through the smoke. There's a little bit of it right there. So okay, so now we need a fluid extractor, because this is now fluid. And this has to go to a different block entirely. So this has to go to what's known as a mixer centrifuge, which we have not made that yet, but I've got it right over here. So here we go. This is made with 2 iron, mechanical core, 5 iron plate, and a copper ingot. And this is what's actually used to combine your metals. Now let's take a look here. I don't know if this needs ember or not, but we can probably find out by consulting our codex. So let's mark the melter as done. I'm going to mark the stamper done for now because I really need the mixer centrifuge. Yeah, here we go. I've been using the various metals to control the flow of ember, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, each face is its own tank and fluid pumped into these tanks in a combination. Okay, the top block does have to be given ember. A molten alloy will be created. So, okay. This is good. It's still melting the copper very slowly, but it is melting them. We still have quite a lot of ember right now. So, okay, so the fluid needs to come down below. So that's one. We need our other fluid to come from here. And this is what we need our second melter for. So let me go ahead and put this here. Give me a fluid extractor. Up here. Fluid, ah! Put it in the right spot and it'll be a lot better. Go ahead and connect that. I guess not a big deal if that's being connected already. Okay, need some receptors, because we gotta have ember in all of these to work. I'll go ahead and grab another set of emitters as well. So I believe this thing has... Yeah, it's got one more face on it. So we're gonna do slightly different here. So I'm gonna try to see if it'll let me link up... and get a receptor on here. Okay, there we go. So yeah, technically, I know we had some... I think last video we did where these didn't require levers, but technically these emitters are supposed to require levers to actually function. So that's why I've been using them this time. Okay, I just needed both of these melters powered for now. This one will end up... This is not efficient what we've got right here, but this will work temporarily. And we're going to have a better setup once we get access to this alloy here. So let me go ahead and get our next chest put down here, because we need to get our ore into this one. So we need our item extractor, item pipe. Lever. Okay, now to get the Dawnstone metal that we're trying to get, it's copper and gold. So given we put in 23 ingots over on the copper side, so we'll put in the same amount on the other one. It's a 1-to-1 recipe. So... yeah, perfect recipe on that one. Once this is done melting the... Okay, that's done melting that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get our next receptor. This is how you can tell, like I said, it's not very efficient what we're doing here. Get our next receptor. Okay, it's powering that. And see there, it says we have molten Dawnstone. I believe the gold is slowing us down right now because we need a lot more gold. Might need more copper too. But point being, though, we are getting molten Dawnstone. And so now we can't just take it out easily and use it in its current form. So we have to have the stamper that we had shown you guys. The stamper and the stamp base. Not the fluid tank. So the stamper and the stamp base are used to get the molten material back into a bar form. You will need a mold for this, if I can find it in here. Plate, gear, bar. I believe it's bar. So yeah, we need a bar stamp, so we need to see how to get that real quick. It's going to require camonite, of course. Okay, that's not bad. So let me get the raw bar stamp. I don't have any camonite blend, really? Okay, we'll just do that. And then I need this forged, unfortunately, and I don't have a basic furnace down here. So we'll pop back up here and throw this in here. And get our bar stamp out of here. If I can type. There we go. There's our bar stamp. We're going to need that. Nope. Okay. How's our ember holding up? Oh, this thing's almost full. Okay, so we're doing just fine. And our Dawnstone is at 4,000 millibuckets so far, so that's pretty good. Okay, so let me take a look. I'm not quite sure what this looks like. So there's the stamp base. Oh, geez, not what I need. So the stamper has to be above it, I believe. So let me see if it's... No, one more above it, I believe. Okay, so just to double check that I've got this right, we're going to look at the codex. Stamper. Yeah, stamper itself, stamper base. Oh, place the stamper 2 blocks above the stamper base. Okay, my bad. So it's got to be one more above it. So really attached to the ceiling. I mean, which is fine, but yeah, it's just kind of weird. Two blocks above? That looks... That doesn't seem right to me. Well, let me... what's the worst that can happen here? I need more fluid extractors if I got them. I am out of fluid extractor. Okay. No problem. We can get more. And I really just need the one more, currently. Okay, so let's take our molten metal out of here. Get our fluid pipes. Yeah, that really does not seem right. Oh wait, the molten metal goes to the base, my bad. At least I think it does. Let's find... Yeah. Molten metal goes to the base, not the top. And now we need the bar stamp, which goes on the stamper. And then finally we need a receptor on the stamper base. We got 6 buckets right now? Okay. Alright, let me go ahead and recalibrate one of these to the stamper. Oh, my bad. Hang on. I did that backwards. There we go. Okay, now we need the molten metal. Yeah, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off in case this doesn't quite work. Yeah, it's not... Back to... No, see, yeah, I think it's not 2 blocks above, it's 1 block above it. So... Oh, and the other thing is this has to have an output. So the easiest thing to use for that is a bin, which we've got right here, the 6 iron and the iron plate for a bin, and you just put this under the stamper base, and it will automatically output the creations into the bin, which we can then take an item extractor, because you can't really access the bin super easily. You can take an item extractor, an item pipe, go ahead and put that on extract, toss me some item pipes, and a chest. Just like this. That's fluid pipe. Where's my item conduit? There it is. Okay. So now we got that set up. So now let me move the stamper base. I didn't think that looked right. Okay. Let me just do this. Okay, now let's put the... What just happened there? No, what? I tried to put the ember receptor in the stamp slot. There we go. Okay, let's do this. Relink this back with this. There we go. And there we go. Dawnstone ingots. So now we're actually getting raw Dawnstone to work with. So yeah, 1,500 millibuckets of molten to get the actual item. But yeah, now we have molten Dawnstone, which is awesome. Alright, so the last thing I'm going to show with this, and this is why I wanted this molten Dawnstone, is there's a fancier relay we can get, so to speak, with this. So let me show you what that is. We can get now, where is it? Beam splitter, right here. So this will allow you to take the ember. It's just like a relay, but it allows you to take the ember that comes into it and split it off. So it requires 2 copper, 1 iron, a Dawnstone ingot, and the iron plate. So let me go ahead and get that. And then I also want another copper cell. Oh, I need a block of copper. No problem. Let me make a few of these. There we go. Dump that back in there. Okay. So now, what we can do... Need a little bit of room here. Take this. Yeah, put the receptor right there. And now we're going to take the beam splitter. We're going to put it right... Yeah, right about here. That's fine. I think I need the Tinker's lens to see which is input and output. I think the shorter face here is input, and then these two are outputs, I think. Let me see if I can link this up properly. There we go. Check that out. So now we can supply 2 at once, much more easily. So yeah, there we go. So we've gotten Dawnstone. We got slightly higher tech. We're going to get more Dawnstone between episodes, because now I have more faces. I can actually power all this stuff simultaneously. So for instance, we were having issues with not actually having enough of these to power everything. Oh, hang on. Did that wrong. No? Hello? Well, I'll figure that out between episodes, I suppose. This thing does seem sometimes to, like, not actually sync properly when it should. Yeah, it's got ember. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Oh, maybe it's full. That might be why it's not actually doing anything. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Another thing I could try to test if this is working is throw a receptor right here. Okay, yeah, it is working. That was just full. That's why it wasn't actually doing anything with it. So now we got all 4 of these things properly synced, and all of them are receiving ember now. So there we go. This is now an automated process that will happen without my direct intervention, as long as there's enough ember to go around. So I'm actually going to take a stack of copper and Dawnstone, or copper and gold, so that this can be slowly smelting up. And we got a little bit more Dawnstone right there. But yeah, alright, we're over our time limit, of course, but yeah, wanted to show you guys our next ore Dawnstone. We got some more machines in here. We got some newer machines. Got some slight automation going on Dawnstone. But yeah, that's going to be all for today, so thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you guys next time.